So, and let's dive in. So we'll begin by just tuning into the body, and you can close your eyes and connect to the breath. Noticing how the body feels, how the breath moves in the body, what feelings or sensations or emotions are running through. And we'll begin also to connect to the moon. So today we'll just explore our personal relationship with the moon. Where I am, it is still dark. It's the morning, and the moon is up, kind of right in front of me. But you can visualize it also. We open our energy field to the moon, open our heart to the moon. Open up our bubble to the moonlight. What messages does it have for us? What guidance, what information, what light does it carry for us? And I'd like you to begin a gentle breath work where you inhale the moonlight in through the nose into the top of your head first. And then on an exhale, send it down through the body all the way to the center of the earth. So you have a central channel running through the body, somewhat along the spine, but think of it as a pipeline. And you can just begin inhaling the light of the moon. So the cool, white, soft, feminine light into the crown of your head. Exhaling, sending this light down through the central channel, allowing it to cleanse the central channel of any impurities, stagnation, blocks, clogs, energetic debris, like a gentle river of water washes through a pipe. Hopefully that pipe is not completely blocked. It has some space into it for the water to wash through. But if you feel any blockages, any kind of places where that river slows down or maybe encounters a obstacle, try with the force, with the power of your intention, to push it through, to allow it through. And you can ask the moon light to purify it. It is an intelligence, it's an energy of its own. It's wise and it knows what it's doing. So inhaling into the top of the head, allowing that light to swirl at the crown. Exhale down the central channel, sending it all the way to the center of the earth. And now allowing that light to move into the center of the head, the pineal gland. It's connected to the third eye, but we don't over focus on the third eye too much in my work. So we move the lunar light into the center of the head, the center of the brain. Again, inhaling the light, exhaling it down to the center of the earth, cleansing the central channel, and allowing that light to swirl. Purifying, spinning the chakra, spinning that energy center. Inhaling it further down into the heart. Deep inhale through the nose. Fill up the heart, send the light down, clear at the solar plexus, clear any tension. Begin to tune in as you inhale to the quality of that light. Its gentleness, coolness, softness. Sending the light on the inhale further down into the solar plexus. Letting it swirl, clear any tension, any clinging, grasping energy. Contraction, resistance, fear. Allowing the light to swirl on the inhale, spin that chakra, which really means a wheel. So it's a spin. It's a spin already. We just bring our consciousness into it. Filling up the whole stomach with the moonlight. Perhaps noticing how it slows the energy down a little, becoming more yin, more receptive. And sending on the inhale further down into the belly, into hara or womb or sacral chakra, but I'd like to think it as a hara or womb. It's an energy center. It's the deepest yin, the most lunar energy center in our body, for women especially, and it holds the secret of birth and dissolution, of creation. So sending the moon into the hara, into the belly, and allowing that light to spin and clear any heaviness, dark energy, constriction. Clear any old cords, hooks, attachments. In fact, let's tune in for a moment. If there are any hooks, cords, and attachments there, think of cords as tentacles coming out, in this case, coming out of your womb, of your hara, coming out of your belly. They can come out at the back. They can come out at the front. And as you inhale the light of the moon, allow those tentacles to light up as well. A cool white light. So maybe there are some, maybe they go to people you know, or maybe they go to nameless, almost formless blobs of energy. Well, those cords out of Hara, they don't necessarily need to go to past romantic partners or things we associate with the womb. But they can also go to people who had the intention, maybe of, I don't know, treating you as less than, or intention of sexual abuse, or looking at you with like, oh, look at that. I'd like to have a piece of this ass. Excuse my language. And they can also go to the ancestral line, to the parents. Generally speaking, it's not good to have cords from the lower chakras to anyone, especially from the sacral. It's not, it's your power center. Think of this place you are inhaling into now as your womb of creation. You create and dissolve. You create new ideas. You create abundance, that sense of having enough. You create new life, whether it's spiritual or physical. You create thoughts, you incept future timelines, and you don't want anyone else to interfere with that, especially people who looked at you as uh, as a piece of meat or something similar. So there is no, it's kind of, it's not, it interferes with the creation. So with this in mind, let's just cut off those cords, those tentacles, with a sword of light, with a sword of lunar light. Front and back. And at the cutoff point, returning those tentacles back to yourself. So it's like you're filling up your heart. You're raising up that pipeline that goes out of your womb, raise up that cord into your heart, and allow that energy to fill up your heart. All of them, whether from the front and back, plug them back into your heart. Like gas tank, right? Where the pipe was cut off, now it's leaking. Well, plug it back to the source, let it return to the heart, allowing that energy to flow back into the heart, allowing it to circulate more. Descending once again down into the womb, inhaling the moonlight, spin it once again, clear, bright, gentle. Inhaling the moon into your root, your tailbone, exhaling into the core of the earth. And now just allowing for a few moments of that lunar light to wash through your body, through the whole body, and down to the core of the earth. And let's ask to open up that central channel, to widen it a little more to the degree that is appropriate for you. It's like that central pipeline gets wider, more light can flow through, allowing it to flow through the crown, down, down, down to the center of the earth. And somewhere there at the center of the earth, moonlight meets the earth. There is a fire around the core of the earth, but the core, the very core of the earth, is like a quantum vacuum, is a black space where time and space stand still. It's an energy of potential. Today, let's just visualize it as a black light, black fire. But you know, the soothing black. Imagine if you walked in the sun all day and you come into a space and you just want to crawl into a corner where there is no light and just let the eyes rest, gestate, plant yourself into the earth, that soothing darkness, that gestation of sleep. So it's a relaxing, cool, black light of infinite potential. It's a pleasant darkness. It's the restorative darkness. I'm beginning to inhale that energy up the central channel. Maybe it comes up like a little bit of fire with some smoke and parts of quantum vacuum in it. And just inhaling it up through the pipeline, through that line, that water hose of light that is plugged into the earth. Inhaling that light up into your root, allowing it to spin in the root. What new possibilities, what new structures want to emerge here? Cleansing of any old structures, old ideas, old actions. Let's ask to raise it up to the womb. Hara. Clear out that space. Clear it out more fully of any hooks, cords, attachments, dark energies. Heaviness, negativity. Allowing new seeds to be planted here for the next 28 days. What wants to emerge, what wants to take shape, take form. Rising up this light all the way up to the heart. Clearing out the heart, planting the seeds of new desires, new dreams, new feelings, new emotions. allowing it to spin and swirl in the heart. And notice as we're doing that, the moonlight is still streaming down. It doesn't stop. You have a circulation from the crown of your head. The light is streaming down to the core of the earth. And from the core of the earth, the black light is rising up, up, up through the front of the body, through the front of the central channel, up all the way into the heart, spinning it there. So on the inhale, send the black light up into the throat, and on the exhale, focus on the moonlight streaming down. Now swirl that energy in the throat, clearing old programs, old visions, old thoughts and ideas, old templates, old words and everything that didn't work. Clear it out. Whatever was brought to light, accept it or clear it out completely. Throw it away into the moon. Raising up the earth fire, the black fire into the head, allowing it to wash over the eyes and the pineal gland and the back of the head. And on the exhale, send the moonlight down and rising up with that light to the crown of the head, allowing the black light to spin and swirl and fill up the crown. So now, we're just for a couple of minutes, focus on the circulation of those two streams of light. You have the moonlight descending down through the central channel, filling up the chakras, filling up the body, flowing down to the center of the earth. You have the earth fire, the black fire come up through the central channel again. Maybe think of it as more in the front. And it goes all the way up until it reaches the crown of the head, and it starts fountaining down, filling up your aura. But the moonlight that descends down, part of it also fountains up from your feet. It goes up like a fountain. So you're almost like a bean on a thread of light going up and down. And now up and down doesn't matter so much if you're a bean. So you are on two streams of light constantly circulating, and your aura, your energy bubble around you, is the movement of two flows of light. One is the cool, silvery white moonlight, and the other is the black fire of the earth. Fire from the head fountaining down, the moonlight from the feet fountaining up. And so as we tune into that energy just for a few minutes, just allow it to cleanse your fields, cleanse your aura. Nothing you have to do, more like allowing. Where does it want to go? What does it want to cleanse? Releasing any heaviness, any structures, any forms from the aura, from the energy field around you. Allowing them to burn up in the light. Clear central channel, clear aura. What is the overall message for the next month, for the next 30 days? What emerges? Maybe just one word or vision or a sensation. And then gradually, when you are ready, beginning to draw your energy back to yourself, allowing those streams of light to dissolve, landing back into your body, into the here and now. So feeling the surface you're sitting on, feeling the space around you, including your energy field. How does it feel? Feeling the top of the head and the soles of the feet, the front of the body and the back. Descending down, allowing the consciousness to descend down all the way to the soles of the feet. You can even stomp the feet on the floor, kind of noticing that, oh, I'm here, my energy is in the soles of the feet, and then it is certain to land fully in the body. And we just ask to allow those energies that we connected with to land and root in the body, and allow those seeds to come up, to come out, to blossom in whatever way is the best for you in the next month. And then when you're ready, you can stretch and move and come back to the world of the living. Come back to reality, open your eyes.